Not weird enough. Nothing quirky about you. Swipe left on that one, very basic. Ah, that's an unusual one. Save that for later. Oh, I'm just looking at some unique properties to invest in. Why would I do that, you ask? Well, that goes with my reputation. I mean, have you seen my suit collection? On a serious note though, there are plenty of reasons to consider buying unique properties. But what are the misfits in property? Converted schools, churches, etc. Teeny tiny properties. Unfortunately, not hobbit properties. Legendary properties, as in historic properties. Grade 1 listed, Grade 2 listed. Really unique designs. Properties that are in the Witness Protection Program, also known as off-the-grid properties. Container properties. Kit properties. Desperately need a makeover, i.e. extreme fixer-upper. Now, although most people will exclude some of the properties I've just mentioned from the real estate group,
and you can't sit with us. Whatever.
Many still fall under that category. If you wish to stand out from others, and I think you should do by the way, and I would say that wearing a nice coloured jacket, then becoming the owner of a weird property and a jacket might be the way to go. But it's no easy feat, so let's get down to the road and discover the ins and outs of these properties. The representation of rare properties in inventory is overlooked by most agents, in my opinion. But if you know where to find them and become an advocate for the rights of minorities in property, then it can give you the edge in terms of competition. Millennials who just stepped inside the doorway are looking for some strangeness, and they are a huge chunk of the property market segment. Investors also recently found out that kid properties and tiny properties are gold mines. These little weirdos sell themselves. Just post them on social media and see how well the campaign does.
In case you haven't noticed, I'm weird. I'm a weirdo.
But here comes the inevitable but. The sad part is that prices are often low and financing can be difficult. Don't worry though, as buyers will eventually see the benefit of moving cheap properties in the long run. There are a few unique strategies you can use to have the honor of being a unique property sourcer. A simple method is to use the multi-listing sites daily for a brand new unusual listing and add links and images to your own website if you have one. If you don't, I think you should have one. If you use a square footage filter, it's simple to locate tiny properties and you can focus on historic properties by using the property age filter. Write a piece about financing these properties on your website and be prepared to respond to inquiries about alternative housing options. For people to remember you when they are receiving a strong listing, get in touch with agents who frequently sell these types of properties and build a relationship with them. The alternative is to specialize in listing oddball properties yourself. Now this requires you to position yourself as an expert in distinctive and unique properties. I suggest you use direct mail campaigns to reach potential sellers in neighborhoods that have tiny or environmentally friendly properties. By using keywords like container or off the grid in keyword searches on real estate websites, you can also find unusual properties quite often. Finally, don't end your journey at a house. Commercial websites like loopnet.com are treasure troves of abandoned churches, schools and even firehouses that can be turned into beautiful properties. Now I think it's really important that you increase your knowledge to become a true resource rather than merely a taker of orders. You need to become knowledgeable about property warranties, special financing choices, how the market works, the particular type of clientele that you're looking to target, regulation, especially if you're looking to buy grade 1, grade 2 properties, who to contact for green renovations and installing foundations to mobile properties, to mention a few. Now often buyers who are buying these properties may need some assistance because there are tax consequences in terms of stamp duty, land tax and other taxes that may apply to you if you're looking to do that. You'll deal with sellers who might not be fully aware of the uniqueness of that particular property. This limits the pool of potential buyers, and as a seller you may need to make some concessions, but I don't think you need to, because a unique property has a unique buyer and your job is to find that person. Additionally, you should learn about the top property appraisers and inspectors for special and unique properties. When identifying your demographic, use creativity. That's right, be creative. For example, millennials are starting their housing adventure by investing in affordable historic properties and compact dwellings.
I'm going on an adventure!
Sites like 𝐡𝐞 are sacred to them, and real estate investment clubs value anything that produces a high rate of return. So the chance to stock up on cheap, quirky properties may eventually be extremely alluring. You're marketing a way of life when you emphasize distinctive residences. Write blogs on these houses, be enthusiastic, really get to know these properties, get to know the target market, send out press invitations to organize groups and start tours so you can show people around these properties. Accept the uncommon, cherish the distinctive and draw attention to the contrasts. Rare properties have a smaller pool of potential purchasers, granted, but then again, the competitiveness in this particular niche is way less. Remember to always take professional and quality images, and when you post videos, throw some cash at the promotion, make it look good. Because if it's unique, then make everything unique. How we do one thing is how we do everything. And also think about targeted posts on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, other social media outlets, and make sure that you engage your audience through interesting, intriguing and visually stunning posts. Now you might be thinking about, why am I talking about unique properties? Now one thing to bear in mind is that if you're buying really unique properties, they can sometimes be difficult to finance. So you've got to make sure that you've got the funding in place to give you a competitive edge and advantage over buying those properties. Now here's some key funding sources for finding these properties. Properties constructed to local building requirements on sturdy foundations qualify for conventional mortgages. Builders of tiny, prefabricated and log properties frequently provide customers with internal finance. Mobile properties that aren't attached to foundations have a benefit in stamp duty land tax saving, so bear that in mind. By establishing connections with suppliers of specialized property and property finances, you elevate your status, you're different, you're unique, you can become an authority, and it also elevates your status as a trusted source for people to recommend you to their contacts and their network, because you supply excellent information and you're a resource for helping people find those properties. Even though it's a smaller pool, you're going to stand out. Like any other property specialty, the unique property market is very competitive. Those who are enthusiastic, knowledgeable and interested have the best chance of success, and I hope that's going to be you. Locate a unique housing style that you enjoy and then embrace it. Embrace the weird, embrace the different, because you don't want to do plain vanilla stuff all the time. I mean, if you like that, go for it, but it's good to mix things up. You hold on to it for dear life. That's all for now. Until next time, where we take a trip into my suit collection.